dancing, we dancing, okay, break it down, okay, hands on the knees.
I feel so good tonight, so good, look so good. I feel so good tonight, look good, feel good tonight. Dancing in the deep, look so good, feel so good tonight. Dancing in the deep, just you and me. In the D, on me, sleep, moving my feet. What we love, the past, yeah.
I have some questions written down on my phone if you want to ask them.
Okay.
Are they in your? Oh, I see them. Listen.
Oh yeah.
You made me sweat a little after this.
Oh yeah.
What's going on? How you
What's
doing,
going on,
DJ
bro?
Johnny?
Chilling.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
Great set.
How
Yes,
you
sir.
feeling? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. This is a good time. Very chill. Everybody's having a good time, it seems like. I'm hanging out, man.
Good. How'd you feel about your set?
I thought it was great, man. You know, I tried to tap in with the crowd, you know, play what it seemed like they were trying to hear. You know, it was a very low-key kind of house set on the low, but very good, honestly. I feel like everybody was tapped in. It was a good time.
I noticed that Charlie XCX, you slipped that in there. You're like, I'm in tune with the culture, you know? I'm in tune with what's going on
You
right
already
now.
know I gotta play that Charlie, bro. I mean, she's been ahead of the curve for this whole time, man. I always like to sneak her in because it seems like she's, like I said, ahead of the curve. She's been playing, she's been producing the kind of shit that people are, you know, into these days, which she started off in back in like 2016, 17. So it's impressive to see.
When did you start DJing? Like, when did you kind of pick that up?
So I started back in high school, maybe like late 2017. I started DJing, so about 7 years. Now that I've been playing, but really I feel like my career started when I started playing here in Atlanta over at Veranda. That was like my first spot that I actually tapped into and was playing in front of a live crowd. So,
Do you have any experiences or fun memories doing shows at over there?
there was one night when the ceiling caved in on the floor below. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but people were going crazy. It was a good time. And everything caved in, and I mean it was nuts. Everybody had to leave, but I feel like everybody will remember that it was, you know, a night that the ceiling caved in.
You literally rocked the house, for real.
That's what I'm saying, man. It was a good time.
What would you say to DJ Johnny, just starting out DJing now, if you could?
Man. That's a good question, man. Honestly, I feel like I'd say just be humble, you know, like appreciate what you're doing and appreciate the opportunity that you have to connect with all of these people via music. You know, don't take it as a chance to glorify yourself. Just connect with folks through music. It's better that way. So
Very, very nice, very nice. I have a hard-hitting question for you. Pancakes or waffles? Decide the debate right now.
I love pancakes, but it's got to be waffles. You know, they've got the little holes in them for all the shit you want to put on top. It's a more versatile breakfast. Pancakes are great, don't get me wrong, especially if your mom's making them. Shout out my mom. But, you know, waffles, Waffle House, 10 times out of 10, you can't go wrong with that.
What's your Waffle House order?
I usually get the Texas bacon, egg, and cheese melt with one waffle on the side. So get that shit if you're going to Waffle House. It's gas. It's really good.
Hashtag not sponsored, but maybe one day. DJ Johnny, I appreciate you for coming out and DJing, doing your thing at
man.
YAWP. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you.
I'm glad to be here, man.
And hope we can see you around doing some DJ sets. Where can people find you?
People can find me on Instagram at johnny.prohaska. I'm also on Spotify at JX Ani. I don't really know how to explain that, but it's my name, but an X instead of the O. We're going to be doing some more in the future, so I appreciate y'all for tapping in.
My man, appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
We dancing, we dancing, okay, break that, okay, here's for the
Racks on me. Now come and get 20, 40, 80 out the trap. Get with the rap, put it on the map. We'll be right back. Call me when you wanna get caught. 20 minutes running with the racks, double G's on my bag, double G's on my dash. I'm bad. I'm bad when you wanna get caught.
We are here with.
VANTABLXVK, you know.
All right, and she just played a set downstairs, and it was amazing. So the first question I want to ask you, we kind of talked about it pre-recording, but where did you get your name from?
I got my name from my art teacher. Shout out to Miss Jenkins. She was my art teacher from 1st through 5th grade. So she really looked out. She's the best art teacher I ever had in my life. And I remember we was in class and we was painting, and she pulled out this little paint of VANTABLXVK. I was like, bro, what the fuck is that? And she was like, it's the darkest paint of like shade of black you can find in the world. So
Very interesting. I love that. I feel like the elementary school teachers, especially art teachers, are like where it's at.
yeah, they put more effort into their work for real.
Yeah. So another question I wanted to ask you is what got you started in DJing and what inspires you to keep going?
Yes. So what started me DJing is like I was obsessed with like music for a really long time, since I was like 13. And my homie Jaheem, we went to high school together, and he gave me my first controller. And because he seen me just DJing off my phone, like I was just so obsessed. So I dropped my first mix on my phone, and he was like, bro, this is fire, you need some equipment. And he just gave me his controller. So shout out to Jaheem. And I currently am a part of this collective called Brain World, and we throw raves. And, you know, we do it for the community, so that's what keeps it going. You know, seeing y'all dance on the floor and, like, the love, it's just, like, the connections through music is fucking amazing. So that's what keeps me going.
I love that. And what's that called again?
Brain World.
And how long have you been with them?
We started last year.
Okay, awesome. Do you have a favorite thing about DJing?
The best part about DJing is really like searching for the music. That's the best part.
When you're like making the beats at first?
Yeah, that's literally the best part. Like finding the music and also creating it is like the best part, for real.
Do you feel like you tend to try to use music you listen to, or do you mostly like you search more for new music?
Yeah, I kind of like make music like an old head, so I be finding like music and like do the sampling shit.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the roots of DJing for real, but definitely my music and other artists.
Nice. And then I just have one silly question for you. Let's say tomorrow is your last day on Earth for whatever reason.
Oh shit.
And you have one meal. Just one meal. You can have sides, you can have a main course, you can do snacks, but what are you going to eat on your last day on Earth?
I'm going to eat some of my mama's fried fish, bro. Cajun fried fish with some salad on the side. Maybe a little piece of corn, bro. That's a meal to die for right there. Shout out to Mom Dukes.
Very nice.
Yes.
Well, make sure to follow VANTABLXVK,
Yes,
and thank you so much.
VANTABLXVK. You dig? That's me.
Thank you.
Perfect. I've been saying that to myself all week.
I love one of those when you like talk to yourself and you're like, I'm so funny.
One day, I was on the way on the car ride from Freeside to YAWP Radio Live. I was like vocal stimming my ass off in the car. I was
What?
everything. I like made up characters. I was like. If you listen to the show, I did the Louis Armstrong thing in the car like 12 times myself.
Please tell me that I might say something.
Yeah, the whole song. Talk to myself in the mirror.
Yeah. It reminds me of Sound of Music from some type sound on the launcher.
She says something else. Oh yeah. I act the fool and play the role.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, for real. I was like, it's easily one of my favorite places to mix for before.
Do we look good?
Ready, Freddy.
Okay, so I just want to start off this interview by saying it's very special because what's your name?
My name's Ayden.
And what's my name?
Ayden.
And so we're Ayden times 2. So that makes this special. But what do you go by as well?
I go by CAUGHY. That's CAUGHY.
And let's talk about so I know you DJ'd tonight, but I also want to touch on when did you start making music?
I started making music in high school about 5 or 6 years ago at this point. I started producing in Ableton.
Wow. And what inspired you to start?
I was very much so into bedroom pop at the time and the kind of DIY-ness of bedroom produced music.
And have you always sung, or was that something you discovered when you started making music, or when you discovered bedroom pop?
Definitely when I started making music, and I would say my voice has come a long way.
Really quick, we do have a fan question. If we could turn the camera to the fan.
The fan over there.
I'm in an Ayden sandwich.
And do you have a question?
No, that's it. Thank you.
That's an Ayden sandwich. Well, isn't it like wouldn't we be an Easter sandwich? Because it's like what's in the middle that you call the sandwich.
Right.
You don't call
right.
it, you don't call it a bread sandwich.
You don't call it a bread sandwich.
You call it a cheese sandwich.
I'll be contacting her after this interview. So I guess we touched on your music. What got you into DJing? And do you have I'm assuming you prefer making your own music.
I got into DJing. It's funny because before I started producing in middle school, I wanted to DJ. I wanted to be like Skrillex and Daft Punk. And then I started getting back into mixing about 3 years ago with the help of DJ Willie when he was living in Atlanta. And shout out to DJ Willie. He showed me how to mix. And yeah, I've been mixing since.
Awesome. And now we're going to ask a silly question.
Okay.
Do you like rides like Six Flags?
Yeah, I do like rides, like Six Flags.
What's your favorite ride at Six Flags?
I think the Goliath got a real kick out of me the last time I was there.
That's a good one. That was a good answer.
I was waiting for a punchline. I'm sorry to be... I was like, yes, I do like rides. I'm scared where this is going.
No, I have questions written down, and I forgot them, so that was just... just what came to me. So,
real.
Yeah, thank you so much. And where can we find you?
You can find me at CAUGHY.mp3 on Instagram. That's CAUGHY, .mp3. And CAUGHY on streaming services. CAUGHY.
Yeah.
Stream that lizard.
Stream that lizard. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
I feel like we need to do an official handshake.
Thank you, Ayden.
So thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, we are here with Earth Tone. How are you doing on this lovely night?
I'm doing awesome.
That set was fire. That's pretty hard. What's like the process putting that together?
It was a lot. That was my first set, and I'm very picky, and I listen to a lot of music. So the process was a lot of scrapping things, reordering things. I originally had like 15-minute sets, and I figured out how to combine those all together. So that's how I did that.
It's a lot of trial and error. Yeah. What's kind of like your favorite part of the whole DJing thing?
Just like connecting with people through music. Like I love to dance, so I like love making other people dance. So that's like my favorite thing about DJing.
Yeah. Did you have a background in dance or DJing, or was it just like something you just felt like I had to just step in and do it?
With dance, yes. I did African drum dance when I was really young at Spelman, and I love like drum beats, and then I got into like drum and bass rhythm and stuff like that. So I feel like that all originated from me dancing with African drum. Yeah.
Would you say that your DJing experience has helped you kind of see music in a different way?
Definitely. Like, music is so complicated. I was originally exploring in fashion. That's what I went to school for, and that's all I knew. And then after graduating, I was like, I want to explore into a different medium and get into music. And I was like, this is not what I expected. Yeah. Like, this is really, like, a lot goes into music, and like melodies and lyrics and BPMs, like all that stuff I had to learn from scratch, but it's really cool.
If you could live your ideal day tomorrow,
okay,
what would that be like? So What activities would you do? What would the weather be like? Just what's the ideal day?
Okay, my ideal day, I would get on a plane, fly to a tropical destination. I would go to the beach. I would eat a lot of food, like a lot of food. And then I would listen to really great music. That would be the perfect day.
I think I'm stealing that one, honestly. That's way better than what I was going to come up with. But thank you so much for DJing tonight. You were incredible. And where can we find you? Where can lovely people find you?
You can find me on Instagram. My DJ tag is Earthtone with 2 E's at the end. Or you could follow my personal page, which is Sanaa, SANAA.Ikechi.
Well, thank you very much. Swag, YAWP, we out. Bye.
Yacht.